Alright, so here we go. So we took some of these, the medium-sized ones, and I just added them to here. Since these two are doing alright, I just want to see if they grow. Again, this guy's going to get moved out because he's got a nice root system, so I'm going to put him in his own bigger pot. And then we'll see what these ones each do. These have nothing, so I didn't dip them in anything. They're just ready to sit and be planted, and hopefully they'll do some fun rooting in here over the next couple of weeks, we shall hope for. In this cup we'd have the tall mediums in this cup of the ground soil mixed with a little bit of potting soil, and then these ones had their ends done with the apple cider vinegar. These, the thick ones, are done with the honey, so their ends were dipped in honey, and they're in the same mixture of potting soil and some ground soil. And then, just for fun, two more big ones are in here with the big guy, who's going to get his own pot again as well, because he's starting to root very nicely and starting to get taller and grow. So we'll transplant that one out. I know he's doing all right. Put him into some better soil mixture, fertilize a little bit. These two were the thick ones from over there. So two of these. So I dipped these in the apple cider vinegar since the other ones were in honey. So I want to see the difference. And then the skinnier ones that are kind of in the middle here that were dipped in the apple cider vinegar, they've got honey. So these two are dipped in honey, and we'll see how they do. I mean, in a little bit bigger of a pot. Again, this is probably a perfect pot for that regular guy right there. Just need to fill it up with a lot more soil and fertilize it, but I'm just doing all this trial and error stuff. I have plenty of other pots and planters with these things going on, so I'm just really trying some fun things out. I want to see what works, what home remedies do work, what actual real products that you have to buy in the store work versus cuttings and clippings, and cuttings versus actual getting a root from the tree, which we'll probably do in a couple of days too. We'll grab another big root stock like this guy was and cut it out and pull the roots with the stuff from maybe a dead or non-growing area of the bush either. So whatever's left over here, these guys along with these, we're gonna wrap these in the damp paper towels, and then we're gonna put these in the plastic bags, and we're gonna see how these work as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna dip them in anything, but if I do, these might be specifically in rooting hormone, just to give them a little bit more of a fair chance since they're not in soil. So I also want to see what's the difference between rooting ways and ways to get those going. I have a bunch of them upstairs as well that are just sitting in water. So we're trying to root many different ways, just in water, just in, you know, damp paper towel with the bag, Ziploc, keep the moisture in on top of a warm area. These guys dipped in different stuff, and we'll keep them in a warmer area that just gets enough sunlight for the day. I mean, today it's a nice day for them to be out. As it gets colder at night, we'll bring them in, and then I'll find a nicer, warmer spot in the house for them, probably somewhere where there's a window, but also the warmth of the heating system as well. Or maybe we'll put them in the room with the heating system in the laundry room, because it seems to be the nice warm and damp in there, and it gets sunlight and such like that. So that might be the place. So yeah, so we'll let you know in a couple weeks. We'll come back to this and we'll see how these did and which ones worked better than none, or which ones worked not at all. So stay tuned. Thanks for coming by.